It's an attractive opening because they have the dynamic superstar at quarterback in place. How would we expect them to proceed from here?
Well, they're getting a head start on the coaching search, obviously, but it'll be someone, I believe, focused on Deshaun Watson and his continued development, so probably an offensive guy. The easy connection is Josh McDaniels with the Patriots because the executive vice president of football operations there is Jack Easterby, who comes from New England, but a lot of time is between now and then, so they'll look at both of their coordinators, Tim Kelly and Anthony Weaver, they both like a lot. We'll hear the names of Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator in Kansas City, and Brian Dabo, the offensive coordinator in Buffalo. It'll be a wide net kind of search. But the connection a lot of people around the league are making is McDaniels, so that's a name to watch.
Okay, so that is a connection that a lot of people are making. It isn't necessarily the sexiest connection that a lot of people are making. As I bring my crew in here, Marcus Spears, a lot of people are making the connection between Deshaun Watson and his college coach, Dabo Swinney. What does Swagoo say about that?
Oh, that could be a valuable option, G. I mean, obviously, Clemson and Dabo have a great relationship and long-standing, and Dabo is having a lot of success in Clemson, but I'm sure he would entertain that possibility of being up there with Deshaun Watson. He talked about Deshaun Watson being like Jordan, and the rest of the league would find out. So it's not far-fetched to have an idea in your mind that could potentially happen. Another guy I'm focused on, too, is Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy is running offense something similar to what you can run with Deshaun Watson. You look at the talent and how the speed that they built in Houston, similar offenses, similar quarterback, and we've talked about Deshaun Watson could have this same type of success if put in the correct system. And Josh McDaniels is a no-brainer. I think what's apprehensive about Josh McDaniels is he may want that spot that he's in right now. And obviously his history with getting a head coaching job and deciding not to take it in Indy, which I don't think people hold against him. He's a tremendous offensive mind based on what we've seen him do with not only Cam Newton, but Tom Brady, and then actually having Brian Hoyer at moments in that game with a short week have some success with opportunities to score. So that is a great option. But Josh McDaniels, I think, wants that spot in New England. I just have that feeling. Eric Bieniemy should be the guy.
Let me circle all the way back, though, Greg McElroy, to you on the possibility of Dabo Swinney. What do you think of it?
I don't like it at all, Greeny. I think it makes absolutely no sense. And obviously, Dabo Swinney's familiarity with Deshaun Watson is intriguing. I can understand why people connect the dots. But if there's one thing that we all know after covering Dabo Swinney for many, many years, the guy is a figurehead. He's not a tactician. He's not one of those guys that's going to go in and give you some unbelievable boost by creating a scheme that is somewhat unstoppable. Dabo Swinney's a raw coach that is more of a politician than he is a down-in, down-out offensive or defensive mind. If you want to go get a coach at the college level that has that type of acumen, it's Lincoln Riley. And Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma, look, if there's one thing we know about Oklahoma right now, things aren't going quite as well as they usually are. They've lost 2 consecutive games for the first time in 22 years. So Lincoln Riley, not all that unlike Cliff Kingsbury, who's done nice things with Kyler Murray in short time there at Arizona. But I think Lincoln Riley makes all the sense. And everyone's always kind of linked him to the Cowboys job because he's from Muleshoe, Texas. Well, last time I checked, Houston's in Texas too. So if he were to potentially leave, the timing might be right if Oklahoma slips up. And it also might be right because it's close enough to home where he could still maintain that Texas status. So Lincoln Riley would be the guy I'd target.
Jeff, what do you think?
No, listen, I'm going away from anybody in college. I'm going Dabo in Buffalo or even Greg Roman with Baltimore. I mean, both these guys have proven what they can do in creativity and also developing quarterbacks with Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. That's what you want to continue to do. I remember a few weeks ago we were talking about we're going to trade away DeAndre Hopkins so that we can develop Deshaun Watson, which was the most idiotic conversation we've ever had. The truth is you have to get someone to continue to develop Deshaun Watson. He is not at where he needs to be yet either. And when you strip away the best connection he had, I think they had 25 or 27 touchdowns, he and DeAndre Hopkins, he needs some guys to get around him, but he also needs to develop himself. I think both of those guys, whether it's Roman or Dabo in Buffalo, they've proven they can develop young quarterbacks and be creative in offensive scheme.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.